Hey players, welcome to another film study. We're going to be looking at Damian Lillard, and the first thing that we're going to be looking at is a skill he uses, which is when he changes speed at the top of the key on drives. So the key to this move, well actually, let's do this. I'll show you the first clip and then we'll back up so we can see what we're talking about. So what he's going to do, he's just going to have the ball outside the perimeter, and then you can see right there at the top of the key, he just had a quick little pause. So here's another one. And I've got more clips in this, but we'll just look at the first two because we can understand the move. So running it back, just watch here in slow motion. So he's going to catch the ball. This is a very simple move. It's just a change of speed move. Drives to his left. Once he gets towards the three-point line, he changes speed just a little bit. He plants off this back foot, and then he's exploding by the next defender. Then we're going to see the same thing in the next clip. So here I'm going to run it half speed. So he's going here, attacking the big, changes speeds. Now he's planting off of this back right foot, and he's driving by the defense. This move right here, change of speed, is more important than step back, trying to imitate James Harden or Steph Curry or anything. This is a way more realistic move for basketball players watching this video. The keys to this move is you got to change speed, and you got to have a quick first step. This works because Damian Lillard is fast as lightning, so you got to work on those things. You got to be able to attack the defender's hip. So I'll show you what that looks like in the next clips. The third thing is you've got to have a straight line drive, so no banana cut. I'm going to explain each of these. And then the reason this move works for Damian Lillard is because he's a threat to drive right, to drive left, or to shoot it. So whenever you're multifaceted as an offensive player, you can perform this move. Because otherwise, like what I mean by that fourth point, be able to drive attack either way. You know, if a player is one-dimensional, then De'Aaron Fox here, or whoever the defense is, you know, they could just take away his right hand, and if the player doesn't have a left hand, then they're done with. But because Damian Lillard, he's a threat to drive right or drive left, and that's why he can pull off this move right here. But you can see he's going to get to the three-point line, have a quick little hesitation and change of speed, and then he's getting downhill. So I've got a couple clips of this right here. This is a great move to practice in your driveway, a great move to practice at the gym. And also notice, too, he doesn't go, in these clips, there's not one single move where he goes between the legs crossover or double behind the back or inside out spin move, step back, stutter step, all that stuff. Well, there's a between the legs. But this is just an extremely, extremely simple move. Players watching this video, you need to get good at stuff like this and not like James Harden step backs. I'm messaging a player now, and he's like, I'm trying to go out there and ball like Harden. And I'm like, that you have the wrong mindset. You don't need to be worried about that. You need to do stuff like this. Attack the top of the key, simple hesitation dribble, get to the rim. So I backed it up. But I wanted to point out the points as well. So attacking the defender's hip. So right here, and I talked about straight line drives. So at this point right here, what the defender is trying to do, the defender is trying to get Damian Lillard to drive towards Devin Booker, let's say, because the defender doesn't want Damian Lillard to get to the rim. On the other hand, though, Damian Lillard, he's trying to drive in a straight line to the rim. So whenever you're driving, that should be the goal. So what Damian Lillard's going to do is he's going to bring his right shoulder right here into the hip or kind of midsection of the defender, and that's what gives him power and the ability to finish. And then the same thing in the previous clip as well. So this is against Anthony Davis. But Anthony Davis is up at the three-point line, and Anthony Davis is caught in a bad situation because watch his feet right here. He hops with 2 feet forward. That's not an athletic position, and that's why Damian Lillard's able to go by him. But another thing, the reason why Anthony Davis is up so high is because Damian Lillard has the ability to pull up and knock down this three-point shot. One thing from a team perspective too, the spacing right here, normally on a pick and roll, the three guys off the ball just got to get the heck out of the way. So if you're ever a player and you're not the ball handler or the screener, space out so that you can give the screener room to roll and dive, and so you can also give the ball handler room to make a play. But I think this is Zion Williamson right here. You know, a really good defender would have stepped in right here and stolen the ball, but that's bad defense by Zion. But anyway, the offensive player right here needs to space out further so that they take their help defender away from the action with them. And then back to the point here, you can see Damian Lillard's shoulder is to the hip of Anthony Davis. Of course, Anthony Davis is super tall, but the point is that you got to get low, you got to drive off this back foot, you got to use your shoulder to get through the defense. All right, so I'll fast forward and we'll get to the next point here, which is finishing. So good finishers, they create an advantage as opposed to simply attacking the rim. A lot of players, what they do is they see the rim and then they just go try to make a layup. But what they don't think about is is there a secondary level of defense coming over? Is there somebody trailing me? Am I a guard at 6 foot and the guy who's coming behind me or the gal who's coming behind me, are they 6'11" or 6'8"? Are they taller than me? What do I have to do to create an advantage? Most guards, especially, you've got to have these types of advantage, this ability to create an advantage on your finishes when you are attempting layups. So what we're going to be looking at in these next couple clips are getting the defender on your back and using your body to protect the finish, being able to finish on the weak side of the rim, a quick finish, and then there's a ton of different names, but we'll just call it the donut finish for this move that we'll look at. First, if you support this channel, if you benefit from this channel, please subscribe and you'll stay updated with all my videos and you'll keep learning the game of basketball, and that'll help you get better as a player. But back to this, let's look at these clips with Damian Lillard, and these are clips too that built off the previous move. So these are all perimeter attacks where he has a hesitation and then he's attacking downhill. But right here, the advantage he creates, so you got a small, we'll say Damian Lillard's a small versus a big in Steven Adams. So the first advantage he creates is a quick inside-out move. And you can see he does this really quick inside-out move, and what does Steven Adams do? His left foot kind of hesitates. So that's one advantage. Now, right here, Damian Lillard now initiates contact with Steven Adams. So he's not running away from him, but he's initiating contact right here, and now you can see Steven Adams is on Damian Lillard's back. So at this point, it's defender, body, ball. Defender, body, ball. If you're ever in a situation where it's defender, body, ball, you're probably looking good for your finish. On the other hand, if it's defender and then the ball is between you and the defender on your finish, that's not good. So that's one advantage players you can learn to use on a finish. So this is against Steven Adams again. Much of the same. So he's going here, left-hand drive, just a change of speed dribble. So it's a change of speed dribble right here. So you can see he's going slow, and then he's changing speed and he's sprinting downhill. His shoulders are to Steven Adams' hips, and you can see right here he's planning off this outside foot to get into Steven Adams. Now Steven Adams is on his back, so it's defender, body, ball, and he's able to get a quick finish, and he gets it up on the rim as fast as possible. Here's another one, same thing, except finishing on the other side of the rim. Now this hesitation dribble right here is a little bit different. The earlier ones have just been changes of speed where he's just going half speed to full speed, but in this one it's more of a sell on the hesitation. So he's going here, then he's faking like he's pulling up for that jump shot, and now he's sprinting downhill. But again, look at his body position right here. His shoulders are going to Steven Adams' level of his midsection or his hip, and then from here it's defender, body, ball, but now he's finishing on the other side of the rim because I would imagine Damian Lillard is expecting Steven Adams to block the shot on this side of the rim. So he goes to the opposite side and gets an open layup. So that's a way to create an advantage on your finishes too, is finishing on the weak side or the opposite side of the rim. All right, so this is just a quick finish, and this is a layup to work on, is getting the layup, releasing the shot as fast as possible. You can see on this one, if you compare it to a normal layup, most finishers would hold onto the ball longer, but right here, Damian Lillard's getting it up into the basket as fast as possible to avoid the block shot. All right, so here's another one where he gets the defender on his back. So this is, a ball screen right here. This is called snaking the ball screen, because what he did is he went off the ball screen to his right, and then he kind of snaked back. He curled back. So he snakes back. Now he creates contact with the defense. Guards, I can't emphasize enough how important this skill is right here, to create contact with the defense and to be able to get them on your back. if you just attack the rim, like if at this point right here, if Damian Lillard goes straight to the left block and just attempts a left-handed layup, he would get the shot blocked, assuming, you know, this defender right here would chase him down. But what he does is he gets in front of the defender and cuts him off, and now this takes away the defender's speed and the defender's ability to block the shot. And then, of course, finishes on the opposite side of the rim as well. There's another quick finish. So this is just getting it up on the rim as fast as possible. That's a great move to add to your finishing drills. That's much of the same right there. And this is a change of speed move right here that Damian Lillard uses a lot. I don't know what to call it. I'm not a big fan of special names like hezzy, punch drag, all that bullcrap, because it teaches players to act like James Harden when they're not. But this is just a simple, it's like a jab step with the dribble, and he kind of does a hip and shoulder shimmy almost. And he's protecting the ball right here too, because he's, you know, his body's between the ball and the defense. So he's protecting the ball, and then he's getting downhill as fast as possible. So that's another change of speed move you can add to your game. All right, so here's more finishing. This is called the donut. And this is another move every player, at least high school, like if you're a middle school player and you get this, that's really good. Every high school player, JV and varsity, should be able to do this. But it's a drive here. It's called a shot stop. So watch his footwork. So he's going from on the left side of the rim, and he's going left foot, right foot, shot fake, and now his right foot is going to circle back around, and then he's going to go up for the shot. Call that a donut finish. There's a bunch of different names for it. On the other side of the rim, it would be like right here again. He goes, establishes his left foot as the pivot, and then steps through with his right. On the other side of the rim, it would be the exact opposite, where he would establish his right foot as the pivot and then step over with his left foot. Great finishing move to have. Thanks for watching. You can see some more film studies right here on the right. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. You got my info right here if you need to reach out or contact me. There's my Instagram and Twitter handle, and then my email as well. Thanks for watching.